English Teacher Resource Hub by Kruben presents The Grateful Heart. When Daniel was only 6 years old, he lost both of his parents in an accident. With no relatives willing to take him in, he was left alone, scared, and unsure of what the future held. His small village had offered little to an orphan like him, except for one person, Ms. Adams, his primary school teacher. Ms. Adams was not a wealthy woman. She lived in a small house near the school and did not earn much as a teacher in a small town. But when she saw Daniel's hopeless eyes,
If I don't take care of him, he will have no one.
she thought to herself, though she didn't have much, she shared what she had and took care of him as best as she could. Every evening, after she had finished grading papers, she helped Daniel with his homework. She had already sacrificed so much for herself, but she never hesitated to give more for him.
If you work hard and never lose hope, one day you will change your life.
She would say whenever he felt discouraged. Years passed, and Daniel studied tirelessly. He never forgot the sacrifices Ms. Evans had made, how she had worn the same pair of shoes for years so she could afford his school supplies, how she had pretended she wasn't hungry just so he could eat more, and how she had comforted him like a mother when he felt lost. With her unwavering support, Daniel earned a scholarship to a prestigious university. Before leaving, he hugged Ms. Evans and promised.
One day I will return and take care of you.
She only smiled and said,
Seeing you succeed is enough for me.
Years later, Daniel had become a successful businessman, but no matter how far he had gone, he had never forgotten where he came from. One day, he returned to the small village, now driving a car far fancier than anything the townspeople had ever seen. He knocked on the door of Ms. Evans's house. When she opened it, now frail and with silver hair, her eyes widened in shock.
Daniel?
Yes, I am.
Without another word, he took her hands and said,
You raised me when you had nothing. Now let me take care of you.
Tears filled her eyes, but she smiled and said,
You were always my greatest reward. I never wanted anything in return, Daniel.
Ms. Adams said, her eyes filled with warmth.
Please let me do this for you. It's the least I can do.
Said Daniel. From that day forward, Daniel made sure Ms. Evans had everything she needed. He built her a comfortable home, hired someone to care for her, and visited her often. Because he knew, if she hadn't taken him in, he would never have become the man he was today. Gratitude is not just about remembering kindness, it's about passing it forward. If you were Daniel, how would you show your gratitude? Share your idea in the comments. If you like this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories.